Hi, I'm Molly Lisea, and this is GRS University. And today we will be talking about all of those alternate work holding options for you. Let's go. All right, in this video, we're going to talk about some alternative work holding, starting with the multi-purpose vise. This guy just slips onto your bench plate, and then it works with the same pins as our ball vices. You may not be as familiar with this one as our ball vices, but it's a really good option for fabrication, and I'll show you why. So you just turn this knob right here to clamp down, or you can use the wrench to get a little bit more leverage. There's a knob on the bottom that gives you your rotation. Here's the kicker. What's-how? You can turn it on its side and lock it down, and then you can file, and you have that nice rotation still. Great option. If you don't want to work with those pins, it also works with the attachment set. Let me show you. Shoop, shoop. Works with the upper pin plates, so you can fit odd-shaped objects. Works with these fancy rubber-coated pins. Works with the ring clamps. So you can clamp your ring in there, flip it on the side, get your filing action going on. Just a nice alternative. Again, we kind of recommend this for fabrication. It may not be the best option for if you're stone setting or on certain engraving projects because you don't have the same smooth rotation as you would with a ball vise, and you don't have that same amount of rotation. Other options for work holding would include our pitch cup. So with pitch, you're just going to heat this up. You can heat it up with a torch, but you gotta be careful about catching it on fire. You could also use a heat gun, which is a safer route. And you're gonna let this get nice and hot and melty, push your piece down into here, let it cool off, and it's gonna be nice and solid in there. When you're ready to remove it, you're going to heat it back up, take it out, and then you can dissolve any kind of residue in acetone or denatured alcohol. And this just has a strip down here. You're gonna clamp it in the vise, just like you would any other work holding, right? We also have a similar option with shellac. So this one is specifically for the Ura line. You would just heat up your shellac just like the pitch, or you can heat up this plate before you apply the shellac and it'll get it nice and melty. Push your piece down in here, heat it back up to remove it, dissolve the residue in acetone or denatured alcohol, depending on what your piece is, right? This is another shellac pad, has that bar that you can clamp into anything. Another option that you can do with this, besides shellac, would be hot glue. You can use super glue. Super glue also works really well on steel plates. If you super glue your project down onto the steel plate, you can flip it over, whack it with a hammer, and it'll break it off. Then you just get rid of the residue, clean it up. Hot glue works really good on wood blocks. This one's meant for the Benchmate, but I've seen people just make tees out of wood blocks, hot glue it down onto the wood block, push your piece down in there. It's another good option. And then the last one that I have for you is our contour knife vise. This is really nice for those specialty handcrafted knives, or any knives really, but It has these screws down here that you loosen and that accommodates for the width of your knife. Has these on the side so that if you have a thicker knife, you can adjust to the pitch of that. And then the big thing with knives is that you don't want to be pushing down on the blade because you can break your spring mechanism. This allows you to adjust where you put the tension, so you don't have to worry about ruining your knife, but it's going to hold it nice and stable. The biggest thing that we're trying to show you is that there's lots of way to hold your work, but you need to make sure that you eliminate as much vibration as you can to help save your tools, help you get nice, smooth cuts. So if you find that you're having issues holding your work, there's plenty of options out there. Just go back to the drawing board, kind of see what you can do to help stabilize your piece. Thanks for watching, guys. We hope that gives you more options in terms of work holding and securing those beautiful pieces of yours. Someone else who has a large variety of masterpieces would be CJ Kai Engraving. He's our next suggested Instagram user. CJ Kai has epic work. I'm not kidding, it is epic. Go check out his page. And then if you want to be the next suggested Instagram user, tag us at GRS Tools on your next post. And then please like us on all of our social media. That's all I'm asking. It's not too much. Oh wait, come back and watch our next video. All right, bye.